years. So I want to thank you all for being so loyal, such good friends, and always attending when we ask you to come. Thank you so much. Thank you. We do, of course, intend to continue having this reception years to come, because it's also a chance and opportunity for all of us to gather here and exchange information, talk about our industry, all the good days and the bad days, and what went well, what went wrong, and we have a lot of that. And it helps us to also try to find solutions and try to improve our industry by talking together in this room, because you're all very key players in the industry. And therefore, by doing this, we hopefully will find have better days ahead of us and have better, more workable and profitable business in the salvage industry, which, as you know now, is not going through the best times. From our company, from Tsavliris, we had a very interesting year this year. We bought another tug, which we're going to place and position in Greece to cover the Greek waters and the Mediterranean sector. And also we've undertaken and carried out about 11 salvage case LOFs in the year in many different parts of the world, with all the usual difficulties and peculiarities that take place with all these casualties. But overall, we're very happy with the results. I know that every year I say a lot about the LOF, and I keep drumming it down, and I keep drumming your ears with it, and I keep emphasizing it, and I continuously talk about it. And today is not going to be a different evening. I'd like to mention once again that we'd like to see the industry, particularly the P&I clubs, the underwriters, the owners, showing more support and encouragement to the salvors. We do find, we have seen there's been a reduction in the LOFs, as you know, and that is not good for the industry, not good for us, and I speak for the salvors. As you know, the LOF is the only contract we have which everyone knows, they understand, it's easy to operate, easy to read, it's only 2 pages. It's so simple and so straightforward. We would like to see the industry supporting it more and give it more encouragement. I mean this. It's the only contract we have, and I really believe we should support it and protect it, because that's all we have, and I think we should stay and keep it in London. I know other countries are trying to compete, but I think the London market should be the market for the LOF. Having said that, I'd like to say a few words about Greece. In Greece now, as you know, we're going through very difficult times, both economically and politically. It's not the time now to analyze, we need a lot of time, but basically we do hope that we'll see better days to come, because now already the last year we see an improvement of some kind. This left government is trying its best, or trying whatever it's trying to do to make us come out of this, and maybe we will come out of this eventually. We do hope it will happen that way. But what I'd like to say about the problems in Greece, not just the Greek problem, I'd like to mention the problems we have also in Europe, and this is about the refugees. As you know, this is a very serious problem in Europe, not just Greece, but Greece being so close to Turkey, we have all the Syrians and Africans coming in by the thousands. And if we categorize these refugees, I think we can put them in 3 categories. And that is the people who are in transit, the transients, coming through Greece to wherever they think they're going to arrive at. We have the people who are trapped, and they really can't go anywhere. They're not coming or going, they're just trapped in Greece. And of course, the other category are the people who want to settle. So when you have the transient, the trapped, and the settled people, I really don't envy the politicians who have to put all this to work logistically and understand all these people coming in, who wants to do what. I mean, how do you sort this out? It's really a huge problem. But anyway, I'm sure the governments in Europe will find a solution. I'd like to mention now about, as I mentioned Greece, I'd like to mention about what we did in Greece a few days ago. About 4 days ago, we once again sponsored the Seafarers Award, and that's an award for the 11 years now we've been supporting and sponsoring. We're very proud and very honoured to give this award, because as you know, the seafarers are the heart and the soul of the industry, and we depend on them a lot, and they deserve all the praise they get from all of us. And our offices and our ships could not operate at all, we couldn't be run without these seafarers. So I congratulate the seafarers, and we'd like to always continue giving this award. It means a lot to us. As I mentioned in Greece, I'd like to mention about our father. Our father, he died about 100 years ago, and in his honor, we're now producing a book. It's about 250 pages, a very huge, serious, thick book, all about his life, his achievements, and our families. And it's a very great thing to do for our father, because otherwise how will our children and grandchildren know about the history of what he created and what he achieved? So we owe it to him to do this. This book will be ready, I think, next year. And of course, when it is ready, we'll try to give copies out. We might not charge you accordingly, we might just... If it's here in this room, it'll be in the Christmas spirit, otherwise you'll have to maybe recharge. But we also, of course, at the same time, we're celebrating this year the 75 years of our father's founding the dry shipping cargo ship company he founded 75 years ago. We're also celebrating this year the 50 years he established the Salvage and Towage Company. So this is a great year. In 100 years he would have been with us today, 75 years the cargo ships and 50 the tugs. It's a great year for us. Thank you. Our father was a very great man, and there's a lot of stories to tell. And of course all this will be in this very thick book when it's ready next year. As I'm on the topic of these pleasant topics, I'd like to mention something which is very private and personal this evening. And I'm looking towards Natalia, my princess. I'd like to announce this evening that a huge pleasure, I announce, that my lovely daughter, or rather my princess, Natalia, is now engaged to be married to Pericles Vasilopoulos, who's a very lovely young man, very intelligent, very kind, very considerate, and very patient. And I'm sure they'll do well. And that's why, you see, and that's why he's marrying Natalia.